I like feel so excited. Like I feel like I'm about to get on a roller coaster. Like I'm excited.
You guys are now reacting to RM, BTS's rapper and leader. This is his latest single and pre-release track off of his 2024 album, Right Place, Wrong Person. Which, by the way, the album is absolutely lit, and we'll for sure be doing a podcast on his album and more reactions to it in the future. A press release notes, through Come Back to Me, RM explores the central theme of his new album, Right and Wrong, delving into the paradoxical desire to venture into new territories while longing to remain content in the present. The song's narrative structure suggests a journey of self-discovery and acceptance. Phrases like, "You don't have to be the anything you see," and "trying not to be that something in this sea," S-E-A.
Oh, man.
Reflect a struggle against societal expectations or external pressures. The song is composed by RM himself, of course, Oh Hyuk from the band Hyuko, Junkyard, and San Yan.
You know, some things when you say them, they sound kind of cheesy, but then I'm sure when I hear them in the
it's
song,
not gonna be
it's
cheesy
like,
when...
whoa, see, did see and see, and it's like, I see it. My third eye is open.
Ready?
There he is. The man, the myth,
He's a leader.
the R and the M. Is he the leader? Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man, I see some maturity in his face, in his cheekbones.
Goddamn. They're going. Making up. Oh, it's a party.
Spring's always been here. They've talked about spring a couple of times. Like I woke up again.
Roll you to moon.
Oh, yep, and then, ooh, Synecdoche, New York vibes.
Ooh. Suddenly an adult.
So he's ready for the next thing. Oh, and now the door from outside is there again, but it's in another phase.
Try not to be that something in this sea. Come back to me.
Oh man.
Like you used to.
This is such an interesting concept.
Yeah, I guess we're back to, or maybe this is either before or after the child, I don't know. I really like all of the the mirror window things that have lights behind them, because I feel like somehow it gives very much a dream state. Whoa, she was gonna hit him with that. Oh.
Nice. There's some Hyuko in that.
He's also in the background vocals.
Oh, okay.
Damn, he's getting...
Hey girl, you gotta be nicer to my man. So many women would love to treat him well. Oh, he's not ready for that one yet.
Oh! Woo, it's dirty.
No freaking way.
This is giving Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Lol.
Peekaboo?
What?
The parents' disappointment? No, dude, don't do that.
I wonder what that cut on his eye is. Like that little patch thing?
I don't wanna know about the hour. I forgot the shower. 세수와 시간도 아까워.
Gao ran with shower. Wild.
Maybe anything you say. Try not to be that something in this sea.
Something in this is kind of laid back.
Kind of works, yeah.
Find a night, stay good. Springs.
Oh, that's future him. And he looks so content. Oh. They are each other in different life phases, or they are married? Aww.
He's happy.
Aww.
Wow.
Now he chilling.
Oh, and then the present, right?
He can appreciate every moment and he doesn't feel like alone in them anymore. Oh, he's ready for that door. What's behind that door? It looks like the seasons.
I'm so into this music.
I like that it cuts back to the door because I think when he's in the hallway, it's like every door symbolizes like a different point in
That
his
crib
life.
is not safe for babies.
It's like, yeah, and that's when the music first swells up. Because it's like he's exploring the space-time continuum.
I like the multiple different guitar sounds.
Ooh.
This just keeps vamping. Yeah. Diva.
I like the bongo sound a lot.
It really builds something really big. I like these big swells and rock. You know, rock fused with other styles.
Into the unknown. What?
Oh, and is that the studio? Yo, that's so crazy.
What the
Oh,
heck?
whoa, it's like an ongoing.
It's
home.
like his like whole entire life with the roof stripped off to observe it all.
Sims.
Oh,
Sims vibes.
I love the Sims.
Sorry. That was my first
We
thought.
should make this house in the Sims.
Okay, wow. I like the song. I don't know. I think the story is so strong in the music video that a lot of it, I can't quite tell you the overall structure. I know there's a big build up at the end. I know when the music started swelling, but like usually I can feel the entirety of a song when I'm like, oh, this one lasted, like how long did this one last? How long did that one last? A lot of like, how long did each section last near the beginning? It didn't really come across, which actually fits the message of the music video. It's like my perception of time is like a little bit altered. Yeah, because I'm so engrossed by RM's storytelling here. And it's interesting because the lyrics are rather minimal.
I want to look at the lyrics alone. Some of them confused me just a little bit. But that's also because we're not like literature majors. Like maybe we need a
Art's
literature
too
major
deep
that
for
comes
us, yeah.
in. Spring's always been here. I will sleep in her eyes. So maybe since everyone's always looking forward to spring, he's saying that like the thing you're looking forward to has always been there. I know it's a bit confusing. Also personifying like spring as a her, I like that, you know. We love femininity in this house.
That's interesting. I think I interpret it kind of like, maybe it's like spring as an idea of like renewal. So
Yeah.
things around you are
Yeah,
always
true.
changing,
Yeah,
and
'cause
kind of
spring is-
sleeping it away. Kind of like, you know, when you're tired of things or you're scared to
Depressed.
approach something, you kind of avoid it all by
Yeah,
sleeping.
by sleeping.
Maybe.
But then he says, be what you be, like be who you are. I will roll you to the moon.
I think that rolling, that's an interesting verb to choose because it gives you this sense of circular.
And the moon is circular.
The moon is circular. It also has this idea of like coming back to something always, which really kind of supports the idea of this song. So not like physically rolling, but I think he chose that to make it feel more inevitable.
The last section really stands out because it's not like a written out crescendo almost. It's like, oh, this instrument chooses to come in here, and then the next time it comes in, it's a little bit louder, but then all the other instruments are also like taking over the job when it's not, you know, like it's like a messy crescendo that is obviously, it was calculated in the studio, but when I listen to it, I can really get along with just the almost like organicness of it. It's like if you wanna, I don't know, like start with one car on the road honking and add another car and they honk at different times. Oh, that wouldn't be as aesthetically pleasing. But it reminds me of something that's like a little random, and that makes it very exciting and cool to listen to.
I love the use of real instruments and multiple real instruments on top of each other. Like there was an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar, which was like kind of cool to hear him play around with the different sounds.
I thought it was just very beautiful. I really liked the concept of moving throughout the same house, and it kind of reminded me of how the chord progression is like quite similar. He's just elaborating on it with the different lyrics, just like how he navigates the house.
And like expanding the texture.
Right.
Like the texture starts very, isolated and alone, which is how he feels at the beginning. And then as he's figuring everything else out, it's like all the different textures that come in are different life phases that are like combining to show you the whole thing.
I like that the shift in tone in the music video to give the chorus and the come back to me hook like a completely different undertone from the beginning, where this come back to me at first with like all these memories of just that like really negative situations. Just seeing that made me just think of like longingness in his tone, in his voice. But then hearing him sing it again with not much of a different color, but with like happy imagery is so much more like nostalgic and just reminiscing on good times. I think that you can take a lot away out of art that's a bit more minimal because you're forced to interpret.
Is there anything about the harmony or his like vocal delivery that you feel like adds to this vibe?
It's really singable. It's in a low range. Like you can absolutely, the rhythms aren't super complex. There's a lot of repetition. So it makes it really like friendly to try to learn and sing along to. Cause like, okay, I can do this too. And I can sing just like RM.
I would really wonder if, it kind of seems to me that he wrote the lyrics first and then set it to music, because
That's true.
the melody is quite simple and it gives you more of a chance to listen to the lyrics and to really meditate on what he's saying. So I really like that.
Yeah, he doesn't have a very clear tone quality when he sings in the verse. There's a little bit of like aspiration, a little bit of breathiness. But his articulation is kind of slow, which gives it a very relaxed, vernacular kind of feeling.
Anything.
You don't have to be the any. I want to listen for the something in the sea is like out of rhythm a bit.
Try not to be that something in this sea.
That's something in this sea. It's out of time, and not out of time there, but it's really laid back and it's more speech-like, which just feels a lot more storytelling.
Yeah, and it focuses on the S, which makes the alliteration come out, and that's like, it's like instead of hearing the notes that matter, it's like using your voice as a percussion instrument.
I mean, he is a rapper.
Yeah, I'm aware. I know that.
I think watching his progression as a musician is interesting because he's always been into R&B. Like, that used to be like his thing. Like with what's that one song that his like, oh, do you. This is like early RM, and it's interesting because he's always talked about the same things in a way, but now it's a lot older and more developed and calm and understanding, and used to it had a bit more like anger to it, like he hadn't fully like come to terms with the reality of life, or maybe he was just trying to be edgy, a bit more edgy because that was in. But it's really cool to hear it stay within the same thing but shift and get older. This is 2015 Rap Monster Do You, and you have to see the music video because you have to see his hair. Whoa. Yeah, right? This is pretty different.
Seems like he's like softened up, or at least musically, he's become a lot more mature, softer.
I think he understands things more. This is 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, I was like 12. Like I really was probably not anywhere similar to who I am now. But just the way he's progressed as a musician is really interesting.
Turn that shit up.
Ooh, piano.
Whoa. Whoa. Dude, I love this.
He'd be a good clarinetist. His air support.